Good morning! You join me at 8 AM, and if you know me, I'm not a girl who usually gets up early, but I've also got my shreddy drink. Sadly I don't have a straw because I stupidly left it in the car that James has taken to work with him. But I need to get a full beat on my face because I've got things to do today. I've got a busy ass day, I've got my makeup bag, so let's get ready together. I'm just going to quickly do some skin prep. This is the McoBeauty Milky, it's the Hydrate and Prepare Milky Toner. I'm loving this. I love the texture, but also it's not breaking me out. Touch wood. And I've been using it for a little while now, so I love this. I find my base goes on so well. How are you guys doing? I hope that you've all had a lovely week. It's also the end of July. Can we believe it? We're at the end of July. Mental. I think by the time you're watching this, it will be August. That's crazy. That is, no, I need a second. Honestly, time is going so fast at the moment, but I also thought I'd do some July favourites just throughout the Get Ready With Me because I am doing the monthly and loving it. There's only like 5 things I've got, but one of them actually is this simple peptide moisturiser. It's got SPF 50 in it. Look how dirty it is. That, for me, shows like a very lived product that's in my makeup bag, you know? And constantly being taken everywhere with me and thrown around and used every day. It's a good sign. But I love this. It goes really well under makeup. Sometimes you can get SPFs that like, is it called pilling? And it like goes into little balls when you rub it in. That's hideous. That's not a bit of me. But I'm finding that the combo between this McoBeauty toner and this, they sit really well together, so I do love. So if you're on the hunt for a new SPF, then I do recommend. I put way too much on there, haven't I? And I'm ready! Imagine if I went out like this, like, do you reckon anyone would say anything? No, I don't reckon. I don't reckon it's bad enough for anyone to pull me aside and be like, girl, are you okay? Whoopsie! My storage just ran out. Again. I was shocked, probably not. I think I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. Otherwise I'm just going to yap, and I have got a lot to do today. But yeah, I just feel like my base, every time I put those two products on, they sit really well together, and I feel like my base feels really hydrated, like my skin. I feel like I could probably go out like this. Like, I am finding that putting a full face of makeup on at the moment is really directly impacting my productivity. I just feel like there's something about just feeling put together, isn't there? So I am still gonna do a full face of makeup, but I do feel like the way my skin looks is pretty decent, and I could just go and have a no makeup day. And I think it's those two products that just like give me a glow and something. There's something going on there, you know? I'm also strangely back to carving out my brows, which feels a bit rogue. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. James always tells me how loud and unnecessarily loud my sneezes are, but I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do. Also, Chloe is dyeing my hair tonight. It's still very, very blonde, but can you see like just how dark the roots are? I'm very excited. I always get this Garnier box dye, which I know isn't ideal, which again, touch wood, don't want to jinx it. The quality of my hair, compared to what it used to be like, is really good. Considering I box dye it, I mean, I've actually never had my hair professionally dyed, which is probably something that I should do or want to do at some point in my life. But if I can do it for, I think the box dye costs me something like £7. I actually need to go into town today to grab a top up, but if it costs me something like £7 and she does a really good job, like I'm always really happy. And of course it's not like professionally done, so there's always going to be like things that I'm sure hairdressers could pick up on, but for me and just like to my eye, I'm always really happy with it. And I love the like shade of blonde that it turns out, and it's just so easy being at home, and also I don't have to sit in a salon chair for ages. It's, you know, I can moan at her that she's not done yet because I want to move. But yeah, I'm very excited to have fresh blonde hair again, although I'm trying not to put, especially if I'm going to dye it, I'm trying not to put heat on it to the point where like I'll put the odd, I mean, to be fair, I do diffuse it when it's drying. Does that count? I don't think that counts as much. Oh, I also sound like I've got a bit of a cold. I sound a bit nasally today. But yeah, I'm trying not to put too much heat on it in the way of like straighteners, and like I don't want to blow dry it straight and then straighten it and then curl it, because that's what I have to do because my hair's naturally wavy, which means I have to like get rid of all of that texture and then style it, but I'm trying not to do that. So I think when she does it tonight, I'm just gonna wash it again, diffuse it, leave it to be natural and just see what she's like. But I've carved out my brows a little bit and put powder on my eyelids, use my Huda Beauty powder because I literally love this. I don't know if I'm running low on that actually. Oh, halfway. This is the shade Pound Cake, and I do use it all over my face in a minute as well. But I have also been loving, another favourite of mine throughout July is Holly Brooke's podcast. I think it's called Stronger Together, and I think I'm right in saying she came back to podcasting in July, which makes sense as to why it's a favourite now for me, but I am loving it. I haven't listened to every single one. The only one I didn't, I think she did one about endometriosis, and I haven't listened to that one yet. But not that I have that, but I will listen to it because I feel like it's just good to be educated on these things. But yeah, I'm loving it, and I am like 3/4 of the way through the like 5 unhinged things she did to like change her life, and I'm just really enjoying it. I also feel like her voice, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, it's just very therapeutic to listen to. Like, it makes me feel very calm, makes me feel like I've got my life together, and I most definitely do not, but it makes me feel like that. And I also just love how like transparent she is. Like, I do think she is quite open. So yeah, loving that. Definitely recommend if you're looking for a podcast to listen to, because I struggle to listen to, well, I listen to music for so long and then sometimes I get bored of listening to music and I'm like, hey, I really want to listen to a podcast, but I again find it hard to find podcasts that I like love listening to and that I'm like excited to go on a walk to listen to. And I also tend to save my like podcast until I'm on a walk. Oh, I love the smell of this foundation. This is actually another one of my favourites, which I will tell you in a sec. But I always save my podcasts, otherwise I listen to them all, do you know? But yeah, really enjoying that podcast, and I feel like it's just good as well to not always just listen to music. Like, I feel like having a podcast on or something is just good for the brain as well, give it a little refresh. So definitely recommend. I think it's called the Stronger Together podcast. There's a man actually hanging out his window out there. Hello. Oh yeah, this foundation, I've spoken about it before, but I'm obsessed. It's the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. This is the shade, what shade are you? Oh, 201 Classic Beige, which I do wear when I'm like fake tanned. As you can probably tell, I'm very fake tanned right now. But I love it and it lasts so well. So many people say to me like, how are you sweating? Like, I did 20 minutes on the Stairmaster yesterday and my makeup is still like intact. Yeah, okay, I get like sweaty, but it rarely like unless I do something drastic or like until the end of the day, it rarely like completely breaks down. And I love that. It also says it's hydration boost. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, which I think is why I love the finish of it. But I think it's also quite affordable, and Rimmel's also cruelty free. So like, it's a win-win all around here, you know? All I'm hearing is wins. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Is that the song? I'm also hosting on Sunday which will actually be when this video goes up, my client photo shoot. So I've got 5 girls. If you don't know, I also do online coaching and in-person personal training. And I love to do things that like help girls actually build their confidence. Obviously, coaching and in-person like sessions do that. But also I feel like stepping out your comfort zone and doing like a shoot is just really exciting. So some of them have been like working towards it. Some of them are just kind of, it's just like an empowering thing to do. And I feel like that's what I love about it. It's not kind of just the traditional kind of fitness photo shoots that you see online where everyone is like super, super shredded and like the leanest they've ever been and all of that. It's kind of more of like an environment to step in front of the camera, try something new, kind of empowering in a way that like you are like embracing your body and everything that it is, but also some of the girls have been working towards it and like have had goals set towards it, and it's just always so much fun. I've done 2 before, one in a studio and then one in the gym that I work at, and I'm doing this again in the gym. And yeah, I'm very excited because it's just so wholesome, and it's just always so nice, and they'll all have done their makeup really nice, and their hair, and maybe fake tanned, and just like, it's that extra effort that you take care of yourself. And I think that's very like conventionally standard, I feel like, to assume that you would do your hair and makeup to make yourself feel good. But I feel like even if you are not putting on a full face of makeup, just that effort that you're making, it's my favourite thing. So love. I am very excited for that. I'm also running stupidly low. I can't get it up anymore. I literally won't go up. So I am gonna try and grab one of these when I go into town today, because that is desperately needed. I'm gonna have to put it on with a brush, which I feel like never really goes on as well as I like it to when I do it with a brush, but it will do. It'll do. I also stand by this being literally, I'm gonna say one of, if not the best, no, the best cream bronzer. Is it cream bronzer? It's actually contour stick, but I use it as cream bronzer. I always get confused between bronzer and contour, which I feel like, again, is another thing that, this is just going off on such a tangent, but it's another thing that I think society and I guess kind of beauty standards, but also just social media, makes it feel really like that we're gonna get it wrong. Like, really, there is not that many steps in makeup that you can get wrong. I think obviously if you're doing it professionally, absolutely. If you're a makeup artist, so different. And if you are using techniques like contouring and stuff, then obviously so different. Like, ignore me with that. But just like, if you're a gal, literally like me, just sat at home doing your makeup, hopefully we're doing our makeup together right now. And if we're not, then what are you up to? Let me know. But I just think it's like contour, bronzer, like, is it really that deep? I love this product and I use it as bronzer, and I think a lot of other people do as well. But I just think there should be a few less rules around here, making us feel like, you know, we're gonna do it wrong, or, you know, I can't do makeup because I haven't ever learned, or, you know, it's just all like self-taught and looking at like what your features are and what you want to enhance, and, you know, where you want more structure and stuff. And I just want to make sure that we're loving life and loving having fun doing stuff, and not just kind of, oh, I can't do that because I'm not as good as makeup as somebody else, you know? Oh my god, another one of my favourites, these lounge bras. Honestly, living in it. I'm living in it. And I have ordered another 2 bras because when I had my surgeon review, she said to wear an underwire bra every single day, obviously because the implants are quite heavy. So I obviously had to treat myself. Lounge had a sale. I don't know if it'll still be on by the time that I post this, but if it is, go and check it out, because a lot of it is actually fairly cheap. Like, Lounge isn't a particularly cheap brand. I feel like it's the type of thing that you treat yourself to, right? I do anyway. But yeah, I am so excited, and I will give you a little haul on the YouTube. Plus, I think when there's sales, it like pushes backwards the dispatch time. Yeah, honestly, these lounge bras, 10 out of 10 recommend. I didn't actually realise that bras could be so comfortable, and like, I'd really want to wear it. Like, I'm shook, and I wear it every day, and I cannot wait to get to like autumn. I know I'm not wishing summer away, I promise. I do love summer, but also just to like wear oversized fits and have a matching set underneath, just feeling put together and like powerful. Do you know what I mean? Can't be the only one that feels like that. I always go through so many phases where I'm like, I don't really like wearing makeup anymore, and then I'll go like a few weeks without doing like a full face of makeup, and then I'll like re-find it, and I'll do it for like either an event or like just a day out, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, why have I not been wearing makeup this whole time? Because I love it. I love doing it. I also love the feeling of it on my face, which I also feel like is a little bit rogue, because I was talking about all the time, but I'm an overstimulated gal. At my core, I'm overstimulated by a lot, like feeling wise, so it doesn't really make sense, but I'm not going to argue with it because I'm happy that I'm not overstimulated by it. Sorry, our probs look a little bit different because I just went and did my brows and my mascara off camera because I needed to be up close and personal to the mirror. Also, this UK Lash Cheaping Mascara, it's in the shade Mocha, is really good, and it's not only good for the length, I mean, they don't look that great today, so maybe don't take today as an example, but it doesn't, I've not got any transfer. Like, I'm not constantly wiping my eyes to get rid of it throughout the day. That for me is a big thing because I always had that with mascaras. It's actually the one thing that put me off of it, but I'm loving this one. Lips. I will also leave all of the products that I used in the description if that's helpful, just in case you're looking for a new makeup product or you, I don't know, if you just want to know. I also always say to use and love the products you've already got. You don't need a whole new makeup routine, but if you're looking, or like you've run out of something, or you don't, like something doesn't work for your skin or whatever, then I will, yeah, share what I'm currently loving, what this makeup routine is. And of course, as always, it's all completely cruelty free. And yeah, I will share that. Also, my last favourite, it is this Beauty of Joseon Glow Replenishing Rice Milk. Look, I've literally used the whole thing, and that just speaks volumes. I do need to get a top up, but this is so good. And I think I did talk about it in a favourites, like maybe a month, maybe 2 months ago. Excuse me, still got morning voice. But I can now truly, again, repeat the fact that this is gorgeous. I use it every single day. I am about to run out, so I do need to get a top up, otherwise I will not be using it every single day. Last thing is setting spray. This is my fave, and I just try not to get it on my lashes. That is my finished makeup. I am completely ready for the day. I am gonna have to go because of course I'm running late. When am I not running late? But yeah, it's just like such a staple routine, really easy to do. I can do it a lot quicker when I'm not yapping to you guys, but I love. And also those are a few things that I've been loving and either listening to a lot or using every day. Yeah, let me know if you use any of these products and if you love. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I know I enjoyed getting ready with you guys. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to stick around. Usually it's cozy, at home, chatty vlogs. If you couldn't tell, I like to chat. So I hope you're all doing well and have a lovely week, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye!